Good morning, guys. It's Mike from Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the City of Sapulpa.
And welcome back, everybody. I forgot to turn our light on this morning.
Oh, I felt like it was a little dark in here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a little less blue. I don't know. Should we switch it up, though? Should we change the color?
you can. You could change it with the season, the holiday.
I could do that. I've done that before, sort of.
Okay.
Like, and it has colors that you can do with, like, if you're wanting to set more of a reading mood versus an energy mood,
Okay.
which is kind of cool. But usually I keep it blue because, Sapulpa blue.
Okay.
We're all about
I
that.
like that.
But it's funny if that happened because green is actually my favorite color,
Okay.
but blue builds trust.
I've heard that. It's calming.
hmm
Hmm.
Which is what we're all about here. We don't like to stir stuff up. So we've got some police stuff to talk about later. Speaking of not stirring things up, it's President's Day, which is great. And Lucy is, well, we were talking before the show. I thought the city hall would be closed today, but they're not.
Nope.
All the banks are closed.
Yes.
School's out.
Yes.
And we've got behind the cameraman here helping us produce the show this morning. And so he's out of school. But, and my kids are out of school. But you're at work today.
I am.
So
That's okay.
how's that going?
It's all right. No, it's not. It's not bad. So we will have a full normal working day today, and we also have city council this evening. So, we are running business as usual.
Yep. Business as usual for the most part. I mean, a lot of you guys are not running business as usual. But yeah, it's interesting that's just bizarre. Which I have to admit I'm grateful because with city council being this evening, I mean I've got my week laid out already, and I
Okay.
like going on Monday. And when you guys have a holiday and you throw it in at the next Tuesday, then it just throws a wrench in my plans for the
Yeah,
whole week. And
I get
so
that.
yeah, thank you for not screwing up my week. Appreciate that very much. So, anyway, here's what we've got going on. Let's talk about some stuff that happened over the weekend. You guys have probably already seen some of this already because some of it was causing quite a stir. We will start with the fire that happened on Hobson yesterday. I've got a cool picture here. Man, the biggest thing, first of all, it was real close to the high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing is the smoke from this picture is just like so dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sure that somebody set a tire or something on fire. But you said you heard it was fabric. Is that
Mm-hmm.
confirmed or did you?
Yes, so I got that from the fire department fire chief. So he said that it was a unattached uh, storage shed that
Yeah.
was filled with fabrics and other types of material, um, almost like a she shed, like a crafting style shed.
Oh, okay. That's a bummer. Somebody's grandma lost all their quilts or something then, huh?
That's kind of the way it sounds to me.
Yeah. Wow, that's a bummer. It's a real bummer. Um, So I feel for whoever that was that lost all that stuff. That's really too bad that that happened. I mean, no damage to the school. I didn't look like there was any damage to the house or anything since it was a detached shed that was actually like next to a detached garage.
Hmm.
So I think everybody's homes in the vicinity were reasonably safe. And then sounds like fire department was actually able to come and get it taken care of pretty quickly. It was just it was a big black cloud of billowing smoke against the blue Oklahoma sky for a little while, which
Yeah.
caused a lot of concern, I think. So you probably saw some of the social media buzz on it, right?
I did. I did see some of the social media buzz, but I was also headed over to this side of town. I was coming from Hickory, and I
Okay,
could see it from over there.
over there.
And so as I continued to go, I couldn't tell exactly where it was coming from, and I was headed down over to go down 66 to head to Tulsa. And so as I continued to get closer, I was like, oh, that smoke's like on the crane. And so as I continued to get closer, I was like,
Wonderful.
who is working on a Sunday at the school? But yeah, so actually by the time I made it from Hickory to Highway 66, the smoke was already gray. So,
Oh, okay. So they already started working on it.
mhm.
I looked at the dispatch transcript that came out online over that, and they were saying part of the conversation was that must have just happened and happened quick because we were just over there and didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, flash in the pan kind of situation with how quick it happened and was over, but yeah, it caused a lot of concern there for a minute. The other thing that happened yesterday was Highway 66 slash New Sapulpa Road got closed, completely barricaded for several hours yesterday morning as police were dealing with a man who had barricaded himself. And my understanding is that this was initially a medical call, and then police showed up and found out that the somebody in the house had tribal warrants, and at that point, I guess the guy barricaded himself in the house, and there were some people that he was holding hostage, essentially, and so yeah, it caused a lot of stuff. Listen, I need to step in and say you need to quit making the news happen on Sunday when I'm at church, okay? Because I mean, all of this stuff is going on the day of rest, people. I mean, sheesh. But anyway, so yeah, did you happen to run into any of that when
No,
you
I
blocked
didn't.
off?
So I actually went up Highway 97. So I was getting
Me
all
too.
of the updates and like seeing the pictures and things like that because of course I was immediately like on Facebook to see if anyone was posting anything. But no, I didn't. I didn't have to go that way.
Me neither. And if you did have to go that way, I'm sorry for you. I feel for you. Thankfully, it worked out about as good as you could hope. I was actually talking with Lucy. When we're talking about somebody who's barricaded in the house, I was like, what was the point of closing the entire highway because somebody's got themselves barricaded in the house? And you pointed out that they didn't actually know whether or not this person was armed in the beginning. And so they closed down the highway. So if somebody starts shooting and you're driving by, then you don't get shot, which is, you know, great. I guess I appreciate the safety consciousness that they
Yeah.
had there. But so I guess that's pretty standard protocol for that type of
Hmm.
situation. So anyway, so the rest of us who are all like, I got to get to church or wherever I'm going, and blocking off the highway because somebody barricaded themselves in the house.
Hmm.
That was me
I will say
before I
it
got to church.
sounds like an inconvenience until your car gets shot. Then you would be like, that was not the best idea.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, heaven forbid, somebody inside my car get shot. That would
yeah.
be even more concerning for me. The last thing that happened over the weekend that I wanted to bring up was the varsity basketball games that we had on Friday. So didn't get to attend these, but I'm really wishing I would have because both boys and girls won their game by 1 point
Oh,
on Edmond North, and it almost, and they said that they were like last minute wins, right? I almost feel bad for Edmond North because you can imagine like both your boys and teams. You guys, I mean, that's a long drive. That's like a
that's a,
couple hours, right?
yeah.
And you guys get here, you play hard, and then you lose both games by 1 point within like the last couple minutes, the
Hmm.
last minute or so. And it's like, man, that's tough. Then you got to go home with that defeat on your hand, and you
Yeah.
can't help but when it's that close, you can't help but feel it. You know.
Yeah.
If it's a blowout, that's one thing. They're like, we were never going to catch them. But if it's like that close, it was,
Yeah.
man, if we'd have done this, that,
Yeah.
something else different. But thrilled for the Chieftains, really happy. And
That's awesome.
yeah, that sounded like it would have been a really great couple of games. So hopefully you guys were able to get there and watch them. Looked like it was a lot of fun. And then the other thing that we're talking about is this. Oh, we did mention city council. We kind of brought this up. So I thought I'd bring this up because we're getting into election season. We've got a pretty contested election happening April the 7th. And so a lot of you guys are getting more interested in city council stuff. Want to remind you guys, city council meetings are open meetings. You are completely allowed to come, sit in on them, hear about how business at the city is being conducted. The study session starts at 5:30 in the morning. I mean, sorry, 5:30 this evening. Um, I will say probably like don't come hungry because because it's a working dinner for everybody who's the city staff and the city council and everything, and so they always like cater in. Do you know
Mhm.
what they're catering in today?
I don't.
No. Do they put that out ahead of time, or do you just have to wait and see?
No, we order it usually like on Thursday or Friday, so I usually know by then, but
Yeah.
um I don't ever ask.
Okay.
The only time I ask is if like I'm on study session or if I'm on council and I'm like, what are we having for dinner?
I don't blame you. I'd be wondering too.
But no, so I don't know. We had a community development meeting on Friday and I know that they catered in. Wimpy's.
Okay.
And I believe they had some James Cali sandwiches and stuff. So, um,
It's always good food. It's not,
yeah, so I don't know what they're having.
they're not.
I don't know what they're having tonight.
So,
Probably something good.
well, my point is, don't come hungry because you'll have to sit there and just be miserable. That's the study session, though. That's a really good way to get a look at what is coming down the line in future city council meetings. So nothing gets voted on during study session. It's just all discussion. And then the actual city council meeting, which is where the business actually happens, is at 7 o'clock. And that's on the first and third Monday, usually, unless there's a holiday, except some holidays don't count. And so that's how that works. And so you guys are welcome to come. Come and see how business at the city is done. I highly recommend everybody check it out. Um, Nothing especially contentious on the agenda this week, I don't believe, but it's good to know just to kind of see how things are going. And again, that election is happening first Tuesday in April, and so is that the first Tuesday or is that the second Tuesday? It's the 7th, so the first Tuesday would be the first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So second Tuesday in April. April 7th. Just keep that date in mind. And if you're part of Ward 3, 5, and
One.
1, thank you, then those are the wards you're going to need to vote in. And we'll have more about that as we get closer to that. So we will keep you guys in the loop with all of that. The other thing that is happening later this week that I wanted to remind you guys about. So if you're a frequent shopper of PriceSmart, or I guess it's called Box 10 now. I thought they were cutting the ribbon on it. They were going to officially call it Box 10 after the 19th when they cut the ribbon. But you said they've been calling themselves Box 10 for a little while,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And I think I thought they were going to become a Harps Foods.
Yeah,
That's
they
what I was
were.
expecting.
They were.
They were. Okay.
Yeah, and their receipt said Harps for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just changed.
Okay. Same company though that still owns them, right?
Okay, I
That's
don't
my
know.
understanding. Yeah, I thought because I think Harps also owns the company that owns them also owns the 10 box. I've been saying box 10. That's not right. 10 box cost plus store. That's my understanding. Because when I talked to someone else who was privy about it, he said that he knew from the beginning it was going to be a 10 box.
Mm.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, you know things that I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. But anyway, so I guess they're closed now. They closed on the 15th and they are reworking the store. Maybe they got some internal stuff. I don't know if they're painting, moving stuff around, whatever. We're going to be at the ribbon cutting on February 19th at 10 a.m. and they will reopen the store then. And I will be at that ribbon cutting. And I think Lucy will be,
Mm-hmm.
probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we'll have to go check out what the new tin box looks like.
Yeah.
Be fun. So you guys put that in your calendar. Come check out the new tin box and the 19th later this week. So anything else, Lucy?
I got nothing.
Okay. Got nothing.
Oh, golf course is closed today. They're putting down some emergent, but they will be open tomorrow.
Okay. So the golf course gets to close for the holidays.
Well, they're working.
It's a working holiday.
They're doing maintenance.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Because I'm sure with everybody else being off work and everything because of the holiday, nobody wants to go play golf right now.
Well,
It's what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. By the way, the weather's nice. Didn't even really bring that up, but it's a beautiful day and it's going to be nice and warm this week. And then my understanding is we have like 2 days of cold weather coming back this weekend and then it'll go right back into normal
That always happens.
temperature. That's
It's
Oklahoma.
always cold on the weekend.
Yeah, why on the weekend? Why
Like,
can't
why
it
could it be
happen?
cold today?
Yeah, be cold today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know, be cold tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I'm in the office more. Today
Okay.
I'm out more.
Okay.
So, if the weather could just bend itself to my will, I would appreciate that very much. So, anyway, guys, I guess we will cut it there. Don't forget to sign up for the email. We've got changes coming to the email, and some of the stuff that we talk about today goes more in depth in there. So go to sapulpatimes.com/subscribe to get the email and stay in the loop with everything happening in the town that we love. So with that, we will end the show. We'll see you again on Wednesday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. Have a great Monday, everybody. Have a
Bye.
great President's Day. Bye-bye.